obesity and related non-communicable diseases such as diabetes and hypertension are in the top 10 reasons for premature death in South Africa. An unbelievable 10% of South Africans over 15 have diabetes. The economic burden of these chronic diseases amounted to about $1.3 billion in 2015. All of these diseases have something in common. They are entirely preventable. Focusing on prevention rather than cure is the most effective way to improve the general health of our population. The NFNSP has a set framework of 6 strategic objectives, outcomes, and impacts for children and adults. In order to reduce obesity and non-communicable diseases, particularly in adults, we propose a multifaceted approach using Strategy 3 in this framework. We aim to inspire all spheres of the government to act in unison and to take part in a multi-sector expansion of our sustainable livelihood programs. If the government, businesses, and individuals work together, improving the overall productivity and success of our country is definitely a possibility.
Inscribed in our Constitution is the right to food. All citizens have a right to nourishment, and yet 45.6% of South African citizens, more than 27 million of us, do not have food security. To influence a positive change in the nutrition and health of South Africans, a paradigm shift from the facility-based health service delivery model to improved community-based service delivery is required.
In communities with little infrastructure, access to food is minimal. Our goal is to build up infrastructure to increase food production at the community level. We aim to do this through the installation of low-cost greenhouses, adapted hydroponic systems, and boreholes for crop irrigation. By setting up allotment gardens and promoting community ownership and participation, we stand to improve rural economic growth and thereby overcome the growing burden of job loss and unemployment. Furthermore, through localizing the food network, disadvantaged communities have an opportunity to build wealth and to have improved food access and diet diversity.
A large subset of South Africa's population is unemployed and cannot afford to eat healthy food. They mostly eat nutritionally empty but high-energy meals, predominantly consisting of maize meal. In urban households, there has been a shift in food preferences to fast foods and otherwise highly processed foods, which are affordable and taste good. Either way, inadequate access to nutritious foods and poor food choices amount to low diet diversity. Hidden hunger is a real problem. Even if people are fed, they are not nourished. We aim to nourish people by providing access to micronutrient supplements, deworming tablets, and porridge or maize meal that is fortified with essential micronutrients.
With the aim to reduce obesity and non-communicable diseases in adults, it is essential to address feeding and caregiving resources at maternity and community levels. We propose a 3-phase implementation program that targets mothers and pregnant women. Phase 1 includes starting an allotment garden in township areas that grows nutritious fruits, vegetables, and grains. This land is to be owned by individuals rather than the whole community, as it encourages them to take pride in their crop and yield results.
Phase 2 will be the implementation of weekly cooking classes, which would comprise of 30-minute classes with information about nutrition, exercise, and health, followed by an instructed cooking class to prepare a healthy meal. The aim of this is to educate mothers about the nutritional problems that they are facing with their potential solutions, as well as to teach them how to make balanced meals in their homes.
Phase 3 will be having intentional discussions about how individuals can combat health problems in their community. The goal of this time is to uplift, encourage, and build a sense of pride and unity amongst women, and to create a positive attitude toward nutrition and the impact that it can have.
By giving communities allotments and teaching individuals about nutritional and biofortified foods, they can grow their own nutrient-dense foods. Some of these are relatively low cost and easy to grow and contain many of the essential nutrients and vitamins. An example would be potatoes, which contain potassium, copper, magnesium, iron, manganese, vitamin C, vitamin B, and fiber.
By simply growing and incorporating potatoes into your diet, it greatly increases the amount of nutrients that you are eating. This thereby showcases just how many nutrients you could incorporate into your diet by just eating a few more nutrient-dense vegetables like potatoes.
We intend to increase research on biofortified foods as well as on drought-resistant and pest-resistant crops. We further want to distribute these seeds amongst communities for their gardens with the help of agricultural companies. Furthermore, we aim to scale up inland and dam-based fish farming as this allows individuals to have a supply of fish. This is an extremely nutrient-dense food, and a very common variety like sardines contains small amounts of the majority of the essential nutrients.
Additionally, we aim to advocate that mothers exclusively breastfeed if they can. Children who are not breastfed have a higher risk of developing obesity or related diseases as adults. Ultimately, our purpose is to raise up the people of our country.
We, as a community, must all take responsibility for the war that we fight against hunger and hidden hunger in our country. We must fight for an overall improved nutrition status for our people and ultimately reduce the prevalence of obesity and related non-communicable diseases and premature deaths in our country. Give a man a fish, and he will eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, and he will eat for a lifetime.